Hello, dear hearts. This is Miss Darling in the studio. Today we're going to finish the cover that we started a couple of videos ago. We're in a series and this is part 3. In part 1, we made a custom cover from scratch. Here it is. Covered it with this chevron fabric and put beautiful Japanese inspired end cards that I made several years ago. I put half of it on the inside front cover and the other half on the inside back cover. And this is the back. I put a self tie on it. That way it never gets lost. And then in part 2, which was the video before this one, we made the pages and put them into signatures. There's 2 signatures in this journal. Here's signature 1 and here's signature 2. We sewed them onto a substitute spine because I did not want to put holes and sewing on the back of this particular journal because I didn't want to cover the back because it's a Japanese themed journal and I didn't feel like putting lace on or something else to cover up that sewing was appropriate. So instead we attached the signatures to a substitute spine and then that was glued in place onto the book cover. So everything's been done. There's 2 signatures on a 1-inch spine and each signature has about 11 or 12 pages, or sheets I should say. So you multiply that by 4 and it tells you how many pages are here. It's plenty of room to add ephemera as we go along. But today we're going to be discussing what I'm going to do with the front cover. I had originally thought I would use this beautiful Japanese floral print and put that on top of the chevron background, but as I was looking ahead to the images and the ephemera that I would put in it, pink was just not something that was coming up and that I thought would have continuity from the cover into the inside. So I've changed my mind and instead I'm going to put this beautiful Japanese floral print on instead. And what I like to do, especially if I'm working with fabrics, I don't glue straight down fabric to fabric. I like to get a little height and make it a little more important. So I cut out this piece of mat board the size that I wanted, and I'm going to glue the fabric to the mat board and then we'll glue the mat board to the cover itself. So I'm going to remove this and we're going to flip this over. This is not difficult. And I'm going to take my trusty fabric glue. This is called Fabrifix, Fabrifix, and it's great for gluing fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to fabric, or just about anything else. And it sets up rather quickly so you don't have a huge wait time. And that's another reason why I like it. So the first thing we're going to do is just add some glue into the corners there, and then pull down the fabric on each corner. Press down a little bit to get a good adhesion. And I'm going to come back and add a little more glue in there. How's everybody today? Hope you're all well, feeling good, having good weather. We had some rain earlier this week and might have some more this weekend, but today is a lovely sunny day. It's fairly warm. Okay, now I'm going to lay the glue in on the long side first. And then you just flip it over. And then press down to get a nice tight fit. We're going to swing it around and do the other side exactly the same way. Pressing down and pushing inward to get a nice tight fit, so you can see. And now we'll do the ends, or the short side. Pushing down and pressing in. And our final side. Pushing down and pressing it in. So now we have a nice covered piece that's going to lay right in there, right about there. I will use the same glue . And I do not want this to come off at some future point, so we're going to add glue into the middle here as well. Underneath where the I think that will do us pretty well. And decide I want this side up. So I'm going to put that just a little bit above center, the vertical center. And press it down real good. Now, because this is such a beautiful print and we're quite busy already, I'm really not going to do anything more to that other than to add this book plate. I want the fabric to speak for itself and not detract from it any more than necessary. So this bronze colored metal book plate I'm going to put right there. Now inside there I have a kit that has all kinds of words like journal, notebook, thoughts, inspiration, things of that nature that I've printed out and cut a lot of them up already. And so I found one that fit just perfectly, and I cut it out and glued it to the back. And here's the front. And so I'm going to glue that. It will be in the center going this way, but above center on the vertical. You don't want to put it right in the middle. That's not good composition. So you want to go above center to about right there. And that works out nice with the design. I'm not covering up too much of what I consider really important on the fabric. So that's where that's going to go. And all I got to do is I'm going to use the same glue, the Fabrifix. It will adhere metal to fabric or paper. I'm going to put some across here as well, so that will stay secure. And I'm going to make sure I put it on right side up. So that's going to go right about in there. And we'll press down. And now it just has to dry, and our cover is done. So this is the end of part 3, and in part 4 we're going to discuss making ephemera, pockets, and other ephemera for the inside, I've already gone ahead and made up a few things. I'm going to be using, I think, some of these black and white images of Japanese woodblock prints, vintage prints, and then I have some Japanese imagery and calligraphy that I'm going to use for pockets and tags, bookmarks, and things of that nature on the inside. And we'll be dealing with that in the next video. So I hope you come back and join me for that, and should be a lot of fun. That's probably one of the more creative parts of this whole process, is working with the ephemera and adding more pizzazz and jazz to the interior than what we have at the present time. So be sure and come back and join me for that. I should also mention links to the products and tools that I use in my videos are always in the description box below this video. Be sure and check there. There's link there to previous videos so you can find them easily. And visit my Etsy shop. It's called Miss Darling Arts. That's all one word. And you'll find I have a lot of digital kits there, very reasonably priced, that you can purchase and download if you like some of the backgrounds and images that I have and have from my supply, and happy to share that with you. So be sure and visit my Etsy shop. And until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you back here. And so, Miss Darling, calling this a wrap.